for one of you, it can be. You guys are so sweet. Thank you for all of your messages and comments. How am I feeling? Horrible. That's why I really have not been on Instagram that much lately. I've been doing my best to be active on here just to appease the Instagram gods. Nicole has been extremely helpful. So yeah, with my first, was not this sick. I only had like a little bit of legit morning sickness from week 6 through 10 with him, and then it was totally gone. This time I have been really sick since week 4, and I'm 13 weeks now, and I vomited yesterday, so hopefully that lightens up. I've only thrown up a few times. Otherwise, it's just this general, really strong nausea. So I have both Reglan and Zofran prescribed, and I'm exhausted. I'm really, really tired. So this has been a really hard pregnancy, to be honest. Totally happy to talk about this. So I've been on 50 milligrams of Zoloft since I had my son. So maybe up to 2 months after I was prescribed that for postpartum depression and anxiety. Zoloft is very, very, very safe to take during pregnancy, and I spoke with so many people about this. My therapist, my OB, my doula, friends of mine who work in mental health, but my anxiety still got the best of me. What is wrong with us, you guys? I know that it's safe, but my anxiety still made me worry. So I just reduced my dose during the first trimester from 50 to 25. And I don't know if it was a good choice or not. I'll share a little bit more in the next slide. I definitely had an increase in anxiety, mostly sleep, around sleep-related stuff and my own sleep. So I had a lot of insomnia early on. I had difficulty falling asleep, difficulty staying asleep, which is my normal presentation of anxiety. It's really, really bad at nighttime. The normal invasive thoughts and those types of things were not bothering me. Postpartum they were, but just my general anxiety levels I could tell were higher. So I'm really looking forward to increasing to 50 milligrams again very soon, probably today. Might as well just take another 25 now. So I don't know. My therapist thinks maybe some of that sleep-related stuff was just going to be pregnancy-related anyways. I don't know. I put my Pessary in week 8. So I've had it in for 5 weeks now. It really helped my symptoms a lot. So I did start to have prolapse symptoms return, the heaviness, the tampon feeling, all those nasty things. Increase in stress, incontinence, all those types of things. And the Pessary's really helped with a lot of that. The one thing that I have not enjoyed is that I'm a little bit more constipated because of the pregnancy. I'm a little bit more constipated from taking Zofran, and the Pessary actually blocks my rectum, which is new. It's never happened to me before. And I think it's just because things are in a different spot during pregnancy. It has gotten better in the last week because I think things are starting to lift up into the pelvic cavity rather than staying low. So I had to splint my Pessary forward off my rectum so I could have bowel movements, which was just really annoying. I did have my OB actually check my prolapse at week 8, and she said that my bladder was coming just about to the hymen. So not out past it, but definitely worse than it's been for a long time. Which I would expect, right? Especially first trimester, totally expected that. So I put my Pessary in right away after getting that news. And then the other thing that I thought was interesting was today my coworkers and I were practicing. I taught them all about the POP-Q. And we practiced measuring genital hiatus and perineal body, and my genital hiatus has gotten bigger. I was a little shocked. But I think this is kind of normal and to be expected with pregnancy and the laxity, and my pelvic floor contractions don't feel as strong. Everything feels a little bit lower and heavier. So yeah, I'm really glad I have my Pessary, and I think I'm going to just leave that sucker in. Yes, we were definitely trying. So no, I was not nervous about finding out. We were very excited. And I felt like, you know, I found out pretty early, like week 3, and then I just started feeling like shit the next week. And so there hasn't really been a lot of time to like worry about my pelvic floor and my prolapse and all that, just because I'm trying to survive every day, which has been really hard. But I'm sure that those concerns will come about as I start really preparing for my delivery. My original prolapse diagnosis was a grade 2 cystocele, a grade 2 rectocele, and a grade 1 uterine. 5 months postpartum, I was re-diagnosed. My rectocele and uterine prolapses had resolved. My bladder was a grade 1, and that's where I hung out for the rest of my postpartum journey. It never improved past that. There were a couple times where it was again closer to a 2, like when I had COVID. And then early this first trimester, it was like a 2 again. So no, my prolapse, some of them had resolved, but not all of them. And then my prolapse symptoms, like I said, the heaviness, the tampon feeling, definitely the stress incontinence. Ugh, not fun. I did not have that problem, really, before. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to figure it out. But right now, I'm just trying to take care of myself and get through my days. But I'll be happy to share as symptoms change and as things progress. My Pessary has taken care of the heaviness and the tampon sensation, and I haven't taken it out. So I don't know where I stand with that. I will be taking it out next week because my student is going to do an internal exam on me before she finishes her internship. But the stress incontinence definitely there, so not asymptomatic right now.